Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled programming.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out a card from the Prisma Visions Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also follow me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So before I get your tarot card, I feel called to show you this card. It says, okay, it's not one to focus, it says boundaries. I'm going to keep this up here. You may have seen another reading where I put a card that says believe in your strength up here. So your strength is definitely something that is significant about this reading, believing in your strength. I do feel called to say that no matter what kind of trauma we go through, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, there's a lot of strength in choosing to move forward and choosing to find closure and accept things that we can't control. It does feel like there's definitely something here about courage, and the sun feels significant as well. Maybe there is some truth here that needs to be illuminated amongst the darkness to really, really help you see your worth, what you deserve, and what you're truly capable of. I just saw 222, so that's about finding balance. To find balance in your external reality, you first need to find that balance within yourself. I thought that there was going to be something else that came through, but honestly I forgot what it was. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Prisma Visions Tarot. Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles in reverse with Taurus, and I'm not sure what that planet is. If you'd like to look it up, feel free. But the first thing that I want to talk about is the number 5 on this card. There's definitely an energy of change and transformation that you are being called to embrace. Maybe you are being called to change your beliefs about change, or learning how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I saw 3, 4, 5. That learning how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable feels like it could be significant for someone for some reason. But the Five of Pentacles in reverse makes me think of like some sort of lack mentality that needs to be released, that's really, really keeping you stuck. With boundaries, it feels like this could be more about people. It could be about anything, but it feels more strongly about people that you're surrounded by. Protecting your energy, your mind, maybe psychic attacks could be significant for someone. I think learning to protect yourself emotionally is what you need to do, and healing is really, really going to help you understand what that means. I just saw 444 and how there's something here about like your lack of emotional stability having an impact on your financial stability or your sense of stability in the physical world. So 444 could definitely be a very, very significant number for you. There's something interesting here about 444 being significant, and we have 5. So definitely trust that everything happens for a reason, and allow yourself to be curious enough to discover what that reason is, the meaning behind why you went through the challenges that you did, why you're being called to really embrace your power and your independence. I feel like it's important to recognize that being more financially independent, it gives you a lot more power and a lot more ability to make a difference. Basically, like that saying, money is power. I grew up hating money, so I can get if that's annoying for someone, but it's true, unfortunately. So I feel like that will just really test how much you truly care about making a difference. I saw 555, so you're really being called to embrace change, and like change is not only externally but also internally. Make sure you are communicating as clear as possible whenever you set boundaries as well. Maybe there could be something here about regretting not saying something specific, or not being clear about how you feel for some reason. But now I'm going to look a little bit deeper into this with a couple cards from this deck that I got from bigger box of cards that I have. I do feel called to take this card because of the yin and yang symbol. When I saw this deck sitting on my bed, this little symbol was peeking out, and in the previous reading that I just recorded, I said that that symbol could be significant for someone. So this message definitely feels like it's meant to speak to someone watching this. So yeah, there's the yin and yang symbol, there's a little heart, a little bit of love coming through, and the number 6, there's something here as well about unconditional love for yourself. But this says, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be hurtful, and I always want the best. I am a good spirit with a kind soul, but I'm lost and confused. Again, I'm sorry. So this could definitely be about someone in your life who is a good person, but they're lost and they're confused, just like the card says. So I feel like this is really a strong call for someone to not take what people think, say, or do too personally, because just as much as we all have the potential to be wrong, we all have the potential to be right. So don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in, and keep moving forward until you're proven wrong. If that has yet to happen, you're being encouraged to keep standing up for yourself. Maybe the universe and your spirit guides are really trying to teach you something by cycling through the relationships in your life, if that makes sense. This could also be about you not being so hard on yourself for being lost and confused yourself. Definitely be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself like you would your younger self, because the reality is, no matter how old we get, we all have dreams, and we all want to be loved and supported. So you don't have to let that part of you go if you don't want to, because it's never gonna go away. You know, I've been saying a lot recently that, you know, humans aren't meant to be isolated. We're not meant to feel alone, because we're not. You know, we wouldn't have nearly as much without each other, and maybe someone needs to hear that there is help out there, there's support. You just have to be willing to put in the effort to find it. And I feel like for somebody, the universe is recognizing that putting in that effort may not be easy, but that will really just show you how strong and capable you actually are. I think learning to be kinder to yourself will really help you not project harsher energies toward other people. But again, don't be hard on yourself, because you're human, you get angry. Like I said, because we have dreams and we all have passion. So you're angry for a reason. You're supposed to care for a reason, and you're not crazy. Let's go ahead and get your next card. That "you're not crazy" feels like it hit for somebody, so just confirmation for someone. Okay, we have, "I admit that I am unhealthily attached to you. Being honest with myself is important for my future." Honestly, I don't really remember writing this card. I'm sure I did, because, like, obviously, who else? But maybe there is a need for you to be honest with yourself about how you could be attached in an unhealthy way to certain people in your life. Or this could be about you needing to be honest about how someone else is unhealthily attached to you. It could honestly be like a mirroring situation where you're both unhealthily attached to each other, and these boundaries are really meant to encourage you guys to learn and to grow. I want to say to create a healthy attachment. I don't know if it's like possible for an attachment to be healthy, if that's like an oxymoron or something. But in general, these boundaries are supposed to teach you guys how to have a healthy relationship. Because you can have each other in your lives, and it doesn't have to be just you and one person. It could be you and many people. You can have each other in each other's lives, but everybody needs to be playing their part and holding themselves accountable, and you're allowed to let go of people who don't do that, because you are allowed to protect yourself from people that are ignorant or careless or whatever it may be. Let me see, is there anything else that I could get out of this? The yin and yang symbol is just sticking out to me like so much. So I think there's something here about recognizing the good and the bad, and the bad and the good. The phrase "the good, the bad, and the ugly" really keeps coming through. The name Alexander could be significant. Being honest with yourself is very important for your future. But know that you are allowed to move at the pace that's right for you. You don't need to rush into anything that you're not ready for. So don't make yourself. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But now I'm going to just wrap up this reading with a slip of paper from this baggie. These came from Fortune Cookies, just in case you were wondering. Okay. It says, "Be prepared to accept a wondrous opportunity in the days ahead." I feel like this is really saying, this is like a depends on how you move forward kind of message. Depending on how you move forward, you could either end up accepting wondrous opportunities or disappointing opportunities. It is possible for you to see what the outcome of an opportunity is going to be before accepting the opportunity. I'm not sure why that's coming through for someone, but if you allow yourself to heal with gratitude, if that makes sense, then you are going to be manifesting not only a wondrous opportunity, but many. And I just saw 444. So there could be something, like you could manifest a new home life, a car, something to do with your foundation. You do have the power and the potential to manifest opportunities to improve that part of your life. But like I don't know if I was saying it in this reading or the other one, but you just need to stop being your own worst enemy and to stop being so hard on yourself, because you don't deserve it. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really, really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it definitely does make a difference. And the last thing that I'm going to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.